takes away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tucker. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Steps away to find some room. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Throws to the wideout. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires the pass, intercepted. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Makes the catch pass. possession, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking for a deep man. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Going to take a shot. And he pulls it in at the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's back to throw on second down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Western Kentucky! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Clemson will send the punt team out. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run play action. Coming after it. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Tigers racing to the line in a hurry up. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows through the defense. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the...
Taken down at the 40.
Offense lining up quickly.
That's a
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Makes the grab over the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Sullivan. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant form session.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, WKU.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He'll run it again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were
looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. They'll look heavy heat and they block it.
Man, that guy came flying in off the right-hand side. He was able to easily block that punt. I'll tell you what, when you get blocked punts like that in special teams, those are the plays that can completely change the course of a game.
Keeps the legs moving. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Hits the spin cycle. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 31. Second down coming up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Hogs it downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clemson jumps to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes.
Oh, oh my goodness, he's still moving. Can anyone catch him? And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. These corners going to give them some space. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this deep... back in this one. They better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going up top on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Touchdown, Clemson! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him.
He is smashing people. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Clemson is quick to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to pass on second down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Better than this.
Terrible. Awful.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to run for it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. You know, as soon as they run down the hill at Clemson, they're likely to have a quarterback who is a threat in the running game. Built this offense that way dating back to Woody Dantzler.
Oh, Woody Dantzler reference. And then obviously we've seen the new school guys continue that tradition with Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. But it does seem like they always got a guy that has that mobility. And you know what? Turns into being a star. Like lately, you go to Clemson, you play quarterback, you're a star.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Line gets set, first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second and 10 after the previous play. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He wants to throw it again. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
The Hilltoppers look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Scrambling away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Touch pass on the run. Running through contact.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Going for 6. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Topper. And the pummeling has started. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
No, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. We're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Still on his feet. Now adjusting. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Feeling some heat. And the sack. All the way back at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forward.
He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Completes it in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Picks up 4. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. If you put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
They're working that left side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Really? Are you kidding me?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And the Hilltoppers get enough for the 1st down.
You got to give this offense a ton of credit because they've stepped up big in critical situations. That's the 3rd time in the game on 4th down. They get the first by running it.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble and throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Completion on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Hilltopper! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. Western Kentucky, 48.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Pulls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to them fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see, he gets the football. He can make somebody miss.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week. And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Offense gets set for second down. They're bringing heat. They'll run the screen. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching